Yo, man, so it's been a lot of high profile rapper cases, and the latest one is ASAP Rocky's over in LA, and it's very similar to the Tory Lanez case, where people are confused why this one is going to trial, thinking this dude should obviously take a plea deal because the victim is alive and testifying. But in Tory Lanez case, people believed him. A lot of people believed him. They still do believe that he's innocent. In ASAP Rocky's case, a lot of people don't understand why, because they see footage and the footage is convincing them enough that ASAP Rocky is guilty as charged. Alright, so ASAP Rocky's plea deal is being discussed as he turned down an offer on the first day of his firearm assault trial in Los Angeles, where prosecutors offered the rapper 3 years of probation, a 7-year suspended prison sentence, and 180 days in county jail if he pled guilty to one count of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Alright, so Rocky is being accused of shooting ASAP Relly, yes, an ASAP mob member, during a dispute in Hollywood, California in November of 2021. Alright. So I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing things on social media, and I'm surprised as well that he did not accept that plea deal, because that shit sounds sweet. It sounds sweet to me. But okay, alright, let's get into some details, and with doing that, we're gonna get some help from a content creator by the name of I'm Not a Lawyer But. Alright, so y'all make sure you guys check out her YouTube and show her some love. She's getting the YouTube going, but she really got huge on TikTok. I'm Not a Lawyer But. Please go ahead and check her out, because when it comes to these court cases, I can't cover every single thing, but she does a great job of keeping everybody updated. So I want to react to some of her things, but also if you don't want to hear my reaction, you want to get it pure from the source, go ahead and check her out, all right? But let's see what the hell going on, man.
I'm not a lawyer, but ASAP Rocky's criminal trial starts this week. Yes, this ASAP Rocky. And yes, criminal trial, as in he could go to jail. Now, if you're trying to remember or figure out what ASAP caught a case for, let me give you the recap. So police are alleging that on November 6, 2021, ASAP Rocky contacted his former friend and member of the ASAP mob, this guy whose name is Terrell Efron, aka ASAP Relly. The two meet up in Hollywood and have some sort of disagreement. The disagreement seems to stem from ASAP Rocky becoming successful off of ASAP mob, but leaving behind other members of the mob, including a founding member who is struggling, another member who is homeless, and a third member who is living in the projects. So the two have this altercation, and police allege that ASAP Rocky brings out his firearm and then discharges it. Here are some security footage that was shown during the preliminary hearing of Rocky allegedly having a weapon in his hand. Here's some very blurry footage of the incident.
Now, to back it up, the Relly dude seems to be the aggressor at first. He's like attacking Rocky, then Rocky ends up backing out the fire. That's Relly. That's Rocky. They flip around, and that's when he pull out the fire. Alleged fire.
Very blurry footage of the incident.
Blurry as it. I don't know what the hell going on.
It's not you. I attended this in person and still couldn't see. And then here's a clip of what police say are the sounds from when he discharged that weapon. Now, ASAP Relly did suffer some minor injuries to his hand as a result of one of those bullets allegedly grazing his knuckle, but overall, he was okay. But as a result of all this, ASAP Rocky is now facing 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and if convicted, he could be facing over 20 years in prison. So jury selection is starting on Tuesday. It's expected to take a few days to select this jury. And then once opening statements and witness testimony starts, the trial is expected to last 3 weeks. Now, I'm planning to attend the trial in person, so make sure you're following me on all platforms.
Make sure y'all following her, but that's crazy, dog. Dude only got grazed on his hand and reported the shooting. Some true civilian shit, all right? What do y'all think about that, all right? He must not like that nigga. Obviously, he definitely don't like Rocky. That boy said, you're going to jail, my boy. I don't give a damn. Oh, you don't want to support us? You don't want to make sure we straight? We good out ya? You wanna just go ahead and get rich and smash a billionaire and give our kids on and give us nothing? Oh yeah, I'ma ruin your life. I'ma attack you. And then when you wanna retaliate for me attacking you, you know, I'ma go ahead and snitch on you. Oh, wait, my bad. If he's not a gangster, then it's not snitching. He may be a civilian. Alright, so yeah. But she goes into detail about him rejecting the plea deal. Once again, she is at the court. So let's see what she has to say.
I'm not a lawyer, but I attended day 1 of jury selection for A$AP Rocky's criminal trial. So let me give you my 3 biggest takeaways from the day. Number 1, the state made a plea deal offer to A$AP that consisted of 180 days in jail, 3 years of probation, a 7-year suspended prison sentence, 52 weeks of anger management, 480 hours of community service, and he'd have to surrender his firearms. And to that, A$AP Rocky leaned into his mic and said, quote, "I respectfully decline." The judge then doubled down, asking if he was sure, because you never know what a jury is going to do, and that A$AP won't get any special treatment just because he's an entertainer. And A$AP again leaned into his mic and said, "No, Your Honor." And so the day moved on. Which leads me to the second takeaway, which is that up until now, no one has really known what A$AP Rocky's defense would be. But this morning, we finally got some insight. Before jury selection started, A$AP Rocky's attorney revealed for the first time that on the night of the incident, A$AP Rocky was carrying a prop gun, as in not a real loaded semi-automatic firearm, but a fake one. His attorney went on to say that A$AP Relly, the victim in this case, was actually the aggressor, and Rocky only brought out his prop weapon as a warning to Relly, who was following him, but that Rocky never actually pointed the weapon at Relly at all. Rocky's attorney then tells the court that he plans to call 2 witnesses during the trial. One is a man named Jamel Phillips, aka A$AP 12, who was also there on the day of the incident, and the other witness is a tour manager. And Rocky's attorney says both of these witnesses will testify that Rocky is known to carry a prop weapon as a security measure based on some previous violence and home invasions. But it's worth noting that the state was very upset about this prop weapon defense. They said it was an ambush because the deadline to exchange evidence was 30 days ago, and the defense chose to share their recap of their interview with Jamel Phillips, which contained this prop gun defense, last night. The state also claimed that the defense didn't provide them any actual notes from their interviews of these 2 witnesses. They instead sent them a bullet-pointed list of takeaways from the interview. After some back and forth, the judge eventually ruled that both sides can address this prop weapon, late disclosure, all of this in their opening statements. Okay, now I'm at the final takeaway from today, which is that some of these prospective jurors were in there not trying to be a juror. At one point, the judge told one person, "Are you just saying this so you can get out of being a juror?" And the juror said yes. Ciao. So the takeaway is, if you get called for jury duty and you can reasonably find a way to do it, you should. Because people deserve a jury of their peers, and you are somebody's peer. So show up, if you can.
Rocky has to go in there.
How you feeling going into trial?
What was the decision to reject the plea deal up there? Do you have any concern about rejecting the plea deal?
Hey man, that boy said no thank you, judge, no thank you. All right, so let's get to some more things surrounding this situation. All right, so Megan Cuniff, who was very pivotal with covering the Tory Lanez trial, she's covering things as well. In this article, sourcing her, and it says A$AP Rocky prosecutors allegedly told family he should have taken the plea deal. So Rocky's lawyer, Joe Tacopia, says yes, he was offered a plea deal, but is not interested because he's actually innocent. But the article reads the prosecution feels differently. Deputy District Attorney John Lewin was so convinced of this, in fact, that he addressed A$AP Rocky's family in court. Reporter Megan Cuniff reported that Lewin told Rocky's mother and sister he should have taken the deal. The rapper is facing 24 years behind bars if convicted. By comparison, 180 days in jail is a major victory. Lewin also told the rapper's family to consider his career momentum. Career in what? Because if we talking about music, boy, that momentum has been halted, boy. That momentum has been halted. But in fashion and things of that sort, or maybe his career as far as getting Rihanna pregnant, that may be put to a halt because that's moving kind of fast. That's moving fast. But other than that, this nigga been canceling albums and shit. Rockies fans been pissed off about that. But just like the district attorney, the fans are also shocked that he didn't take the plea deal. Dude right here says, I'm sorry, but ASAP Rocky turning down a 6-month bid with 3 years probation versus a potential 24-year sentence when there's video footage is the most insane ish I have seen an artist do in a long time. They say he and his lawyer must know something you don't. Did you guys look at the video footage? It literally shows nothing. That video footage is horrible. So that alone may be able to get him out of that jam. Who knows? All right, so dude says ASAP Rocky turning down that plea deal mean that he has to beat this case. True. ASAP Rocky turning down 6 months in jail with a gun on camera to face 24 years. Got to be the dumbest shit ever. They got you on camera in 4K. Actually, it wasn't no 4K. Like, that shit negative K. Like, the actual shooting, that shit negative K. Like, I ain't never seen pixelation that bad. Like, they purposely blurry that shit up. I don't know what happened with that one right there. A bird with some hot ass breath must have been breathing on a camera lens or something. That had to be the case. If ASAP Rocky goes to jail, let me take care of Rihanna. Goddamn, that's how you coming, my boy. ASAP Rocky calling a gun with the real bullets that we see him shooting a prop gun is crazy. Did we see him shooting? Did we see him shoot it? Because based on that footage of the shooting, that shit looked crazy. Now I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm kind of being convinced. I don't know. The fact that ASAP Rocky rejected the plea deal for probation, might be going to prison, and is basically married to Rihanna, and this is the least talked about case in the past several years is crazy. Whatever team Rihanna got suppressing this, everybody needs to tap in with. That may be a thing. I think it's just not sensational because it's a dude who's the victim. Like, I think that's the situation, and it's no major injuries to the victim, so I think that's why people don't care that much. Now, someone who does care for a different reason is Reverend Al Sharpton. All right. So he says, it has been brought to my attention by the National Action Network Los Angeles office that out of 106 people called to potentially sit as jurors in the ASAP Rocky's trial in Los Angeles, there are only 4 black people. I have been closely in touch with ASAP Rocky's friends, and though I do not know the particulars of the trial, I do know he deserves to be judged fairly by his peers, as is his constitutional right. It is absolutely ridiculous that a jury would not be fair and representative so as to deprive ASAP Rocky of a fair trial. When we have 4 black people in the city of Los Angeles out of 106 and exactly 0 within the first 30 possible candidates for jury, something appears to be very wrong with the system. I am monitoring this trial and challenging the Los Angeles District Attorney to ensure that fair and representative justice is afforded to ASAP Rocky. Now, people are saying, Al Sharpton, pump your brakes because you don't even understand. Like, this nigga even used you in the past to show how much he isn't down with the cause. So they put up this GQ article quoting this right here saying, so every time something happens because I am black, I gotta stand up. What the fuck am I? Al Sharpton now? I'm ASAP Rocky. I don't want to talk about no Funk and Ferguson and shit because I don't live there. I live in Soho in Beverly Hills. I can't relate. And this person captioned this by saying, this nigga don't even care about other niggas. So they do have a point, my boy. They do have a point. Yeah. But okay, yo, let me know what y'all gotta say about all this shit. Do y'all think ASAP Rocky should have took that plea deal, or with that blurry ass footage, do you think it's possible that he could shake free? That boy ain't trying to take 180 days off. He's trying to get back to dropping some kids into Rihanna. I don't know, but y'all let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.